Hey, today I'm talking about the new movie Challengers. This stars everyone's favorite Zendaya and also Mike Feist and Josh O'Connor. This was directed by the guy who did the remake of Suspiria, one of my all-time favorite movies. He also did Bones and All and Call Me By Your Name. And the basic premise is there are two men who desperately want to have sex with each other, but unfortunately they get distracted by Zendaya, which is fair. It's Zendaya. Also, there's tennis, but it's generally a metaphor for sex. And yeah, no, this movie's pretty great. The story was definitely very interesting. I enjoyed how they did the sexual tension. It was very good. Also, just like a lot of what they were talking about, in particular, like what do people want out of relationships? Because generally people do want, love and compassion, but that's not the only thing that people want, and sometimes what they want isn't even those things. It's other things, such as tennis. And that's really interesting. Both the male leads did such a great job with just like their chemistry in general and making us feel sympathetic towards them, and both their situations were very understandable, but also like you're still like frustrated at the whole thing because it's about not being able to follow through on your desires, as well as a bunch of other stuff. And Zendaya was great casting too, just because like she has like such a great presence. I mean, obviously she's gorgeous, but she also just has this way about her where she kind of just commands your attention, and so it makes sense that these men would get distracted by her and just all that she has to offer. And then her character is just so interesting too, with just like not wanting love. All she is tennis. There were a couple of great moments where like characters would be like, can we not talk about tennis? And she would respond with like, what else is there to talk about? Like, this is her life, this is all she cares about. And that's really interesting. Also, just like the way the characters throughout the film become self-aware and become aware of the true motivations of other characters. And so like they call each other out in very specific ways, and that's satisfying to see characters like deep diving, analyzing the other characters. I like that vibe. And I really don't have anything to complain about. It's a really good, really solid movie. So yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed it and would totally recommend it. It is a bit more sexual of a movie, but it's not really sexually explicit. It's more sexual tension than anything. So just be mindful of that going into this, but I think that's been made pretty clear in all the advertisements and articles discussing the movie, so hopefully shouldn't be blindsided by that aspect. So yes, really good, definitely worth a watch. And now for my ranking, I put this at number 9 in the really like section. And this is out of a total of 27 new movies so far this year.